Joint. My guy.
My guy, up there, up there, up there, up there, up.
What's going on, brother?
Oh man, what's good, my guy? In the studio working. You know how it go. Creating. I was looking at the time. I'm like, shit, I got to get on now. You know how it go.
Yes, I appreciate your time, man. I do appreciate your time. How you been?
I appreciate your time as well. I'm good, brother. They I try to fight this coronavirus because them say to kill people about your dog.
It's trying to, man. It's trying to. You got, you know how to stay up. You got the old remedies. You know how the old remedies work.
Yes, no brother. Yes, no brother. You know the thing go already, man. Up,
yes,
up.
Sir, man. Yes, sir. Well, if you just tuning in, we got Don Vicious with us. You know what I mean? Say what up to the people, man. Where you from in Flatbush? Let the people know where you from in Flatbush.
East 21st and Caton between Woodruff and Parkside. You know the thing got the dark side. 21st. The dark side.
Yes, definitely a dark block over there. And what was it like growing up as a child over there? Like the childhood, was it the fun block? Was it the sports block? Was it the?
Growing up upon 21st, brother, it definitely was the block, but I never know if I was a fun block or what. If I the fun block or the hot block, you have to make it what it is, because growing up in a Flatbush still in a beer killing and them something them I grew up on, you know. And the real thugs them outside. Don't get me wrong, we have, you know, good times where we party and do all that, but if you from Brooklyn, especially in the time where I grew up in the 80s, you knew that those blocks that I grew up on was real killers block and where people outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, that's definitely the dark side over there. Big up first, man. Big up Woodruff, big up Keith and all them sides there. For real. So how'd you get your start, man? You was young, you was on the dark side. Like what was you doing? What was you into that you got a start?
I mean, I always had a love for music growing up. You know what I mean? My family was into music. My father actually, what a lot of people may not know, my father was one of the originators of Adi sound. And I'm talking about before, no disrespect, Babyface, you know, you had the Jenna. Before Babyface and before Tony Mataran and before all of these guys, is a guy with named Adi. And my father was start Adi sound. You know what I mean? So growing up, you know what I mean, I always had a love for music, and my big brother, Big Vicious, cause him me get my name from. He used to do music, but he did in the streets still, you know. But he used to do music, and I used to watch him as a kid. I grew up, I go around the house and I sing him look at tune them and thing until I say, you know what, I'm thinking of brother. I'm gonna start doing some talent show in Brooklyn, in a Erasmus and Till Then Ballroom, and them time I'm about 6-7 years old, you know. I do some talent show in a Till Then Ballroom and Brooklyn Museum and them something there. And so I meet Dougie and Donovan Thomas.
Donovan's from Flatbush though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man, Donovan a Flatbush shoot, man. But I meet Dougie fresh in at the back of the Brooklyn Museum. I did up on a talent show and Dougie was the headline and I perform and big up Danger One. Rest in peace, Danger One, a youth from Brooklyn. Him them some can call me and say, yo, Vicious, Donovan and Dougie want to meet you. I'm going to go around and go meet Dougie Fresh and Donovan, and man, the man them link up, man. I mean, it end up lose contact with Dougie Fresh for about a week. And then it end up send Donovan to come find me, because I used to live in the same area. I remember myself, 21st I grew up. And then send Donovan come give me a cell phone and a beeper. And it's a 1990, this a 91. Dog them come give me a cell phone and a beeper, and from then at them time I work with Dougie. You see my brother?
So did you write, like, what was your thing with music? Were you musical? Like, you play instruments? Did you want some beats? Like, cause you was spitting some shit, man. That shit was crazy ahead of its time, man. You was young. Was you writing? Like, what was going on at them times with that?
Yo, you know, some I never write a song. I never sit down and write a song yet, brother. I just go into the studio and make just God give with the energy. Them have a thing when him just leave the door open and just make God take control and make the universe do what it do, you know. Right now, I'm in the studio, right now, I build a tune right now. And we're not putting no pen or nothing. We just create the rhythm what we do I just make the universe just talk to my brother. When me I do freaks, you know, is a club me I come from, you know, car. If you follow Vicious, you know, say Glock, I'm a first son, you see me?
Right.
A Glock really kind of open the door from a really going and go do what me I do. So when I do Glock now, I come from a club in a city with Donovan Thomas and HAITIAN Jack, and Dougie called me and say, yo, we in a studio, you know. It's about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know. And when I reach in the studio, I hear boom, 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 boom. And I say, yeah. I'm gonna say freak, some y'all are freak, and Dougie say, yo, right now, just put on that. And I saw freaks create. We do the hook, verse, and I saw freaks create. You see me?
So how old were you then when you wrote that? When that happened?
I'm 11 years old.
Yeah, so I was outside. People talk about outside. That was outside. You came back, created a banger on site. You said it was you, Haitian Jack, Donovan Thomas.
Bro, I've been outside since I was about 5 years old, bro. You know what I mean? That's when I really started really like doing talent shows and all that. I started really doing talent shows when I was 5. You know what I mean? And being in Brooklyn and running around is what really molded what I was doing. Because I was running around. You got to realize when I was running around, you had Black Rankin, Screech Hidan, you know what I mean? Mad Lion, Patra.
Yeah.
It was a handful of us. And I'm not talking about as far as really Jamaica. I remember I said, I New York, my born, you know, brother.
Exactly. You was in the heart.
I couldn't know that. I grew up in a Jamaican household. My mother a Jamaican, my father Jamaican, but I New York, my born. Kings County Hospital, Brooklyn, my born. Brooklyn, yes, Kings to the world, I say. You see what I say, brother?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So we're outside. Because my mother originally, you know, from a little youth, worked from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's what really gave me the space for really go outside and build my career as Little Vicious. Because nobody really pushed me to music, you know. I just the love for music when me have a me push myself in a music and go find people when me know can elevate my music. Find Donovan and find Dougie or God make them find me.
Yeah, like you said before, you let the universe guide it.
Yeah, man. Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother.
That's real thing. So when can you remember? You said you have a good memory. You know, last we spoke. And what was the first like big show where you can remember as a kid? Because you seem like you was around some big heavy hitters already. So like, when did you sit back and be like, damn, this shit is big?
I mean, honestly, I gotta really say when I met Donovan and Doug as a kid before I really popped off, I gotta say when I met Donovan and Doug, because the Brooklyn Museum had a reggae show that they used to keep every year. And that show used to have like the top Jamaican artists, also the top hip hop artists on it. It was a 2-day thing. It was hip hop night and it was reggae night. And the night that I ended up performing, I was an opening act as a kid. Like, honestly, it was the work that I put in doing talent shows that was able to give me the platform to do that show. And when I was on that show, you had Dougie Fresh, you had Papa San, BUJU, Cabra, and I think Shaba. So me being a kid that nobody knew from Flatbush and being able to perform on that platform is what really made me say, the shit might happen, to make me really want to do music.
Yeah, you think with that lineup right there? That's iconic lineup right there, man.
At that time, I didn't even know I could make money from music. I just did music because I loved it.
Because you loved it.
You know what I mean?
Everything was taking care of you on the business side though. As a youth, you was young, so what was that like? That kind of business relationship like?
I mean, I was always a guy that liked to work, bro. Before I started doing music, if you a real Flatbush head, you know that on Flatbush and Church Avenue, that store, I'm at Flatbush and 21st. That store right there used to be Key Food. I started packing bags in Key Food. That was my first job I ever had, besides music, and probably my only job. I started packing bags in Key Food, and as I was packing bags and seeing I could get money, and then I started doing music, and I'm like, oh, I can make money from it. It was like, okay, this is what we doing now.
Wow. Did you feel like it was any I mean, I can't really think of anybody. Like, what was the competition like? So I mean, you had spitters that was spitting bars, you had MCs, but you had like
I never really look for nobody as competition. But just look on the people that I look up to in our music, which is like Papa San, them time the Shabba, BUJU, Super Cat, Admiral.
Yeah, you froze, my brother. You froze. Yo, what's good? What's good? He gonna get it together. Here we go. Yeah, you froze for a second.
Yeah, man. Me did always younger than everybody else, brother. So I never really look upon it as a competition level. Connected. Me just look upon it as where me stand in the music business where I can hold my own as a youth where I do what me I do. You see me?
So, yeah, so you came in, you was blessed to have like pretty much instead of competition, you pretty much had mentors. You know, like,
facts. Facts.
And that's it's some heavyweights too. What about Don One Studio?
Oh man, that's kind of where it all happened. You know, I used to be in Don One every day. You know what I mean? Don One, even the nightclubs. Like when you think about Vicious, you got to think about the clubs that was around when I was doing when we was really going on. I'm talking about Africa House, Tilden Ballroom, Biltmore Ballroom, the Ark. You know what I mean? So that's the thing.
And that's at the height. And that's at the height of dance hall and everything.
Of course.
Flat with sound clashes, everything that was coming through. So that was definitely, I'm sure that was definitely electric.
Brother, Brooklyn was the port where bridged the gap of America and Jamaica in a them time, the brother. Period. From your ear, Brooklyn is one of the places that were really versatile where you have every nationality. From Asian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Bajan. So in a them time when you do music, it bridge the gap. And me, I one of the man them where bridge the gap between reggae music and hip-hop music.
That's a fact. That's a Flatbush fact. That's
yeah, man. Fact.
Did you yeah, so much right now. What did you as you're traveling, right? You was traveling them times. You just said Flatbush, that melting pot. Did you see? Was it everybody know about Flatbush all around the world? Brooklyn, was everybody knew that was the place?
Absolutely. You can't go nowhere in the world and say Brooklyn and there's not at least one person there. You know what I mean? I just saw the thing set, brother, from long time. From me say Brooklyn and you know say somebody from Brooklyn in the place. I just saw few things there.
Yeah, that's real, man. Flatbush, man, there's no place like it, man. Brooklyn, there's no place like it. Give me a hold on, before we get into that though, Tupac. You said you had brought Tupac to the hood, man. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. When Tupac was shooting above the rim, we had just dropped the Glock, and he was looking for a reggae artist to get on a song, and he knew Donovan. And Donovan, this is all facts. If you're from 21st, you know what it is. And Donovan send the man to come on my yard, brother. Big old man thing. I'm there, I watch Juice in my house, and I saw God working. And I watch Juice in the house, and the dog ring the bell. And the dog ring the bell, I'm there. I'm going to answer the bell. The dog say, yo, I Tupac, tell Vicious come outside. And so, I never really know the dog. I say, I joke him. Go back to sit down and in the house, and the dog I ring the bell, and him say, yo, tell Vicious, I say, come the fuck outside at Tupac. I saw the dog talking up on the intercom. If you know 2First and you know live an intercom we work with. I'm going to look out 5 doggies, a big beam of the dog I drive. And I say, oh yeah? And go outside, and from them time there, even with the songs that I'm going to put out, from them time there, at them time there, I really start run Brooklyn and run Flatbush a certain way. Because kind of bring a next level to what me did I do at the time. I say, oh, which I bring Tupac, 2First, and I be your things, brother.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was that's crazy. That's epic right there. I know it was a scene out there. That
man, the only reggae artist in the world wherever I do a tune with Biggie and Tupac on the same record. No made up shit. And you can look on it on YouTube. Running from the Police, look at Vicious, Tupac, and Biggie Smalls. Straight.
Yeah, so what year was that? What year was that?
That was 94. 1994.
Yes, that's why I was asking. That was right before, you know, everything kicked off. It had to be because that's where everything jumped off you. That's crazy. That's crazy. I heard somewhere I heard you say if if you wasn't rapping, you would want to box. You train, you nice with the hands?
Yeah, man, I train still, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not training a little while still, but yeah, I train. That was the only thing that I ever wanted to do as a kid besides music. You know what I mean? I wanted to box, but I ended up getting shot in my building right there on 2 when I was 9. And it kind of, you know what I mean, changed a couple things. And then I just stuck to what I was doing with music. You know what I mean? So.
And when that time when you got shot, that was what that was the inspiration behind the song Glock, right?
Yeah, that was definitely the inspiration behind Glock. But Glock was really a gun song until I got shot. And because I got shot with Sony at the time, they made me change it to an anti-gun song. And that was the reason why we never released a song with Biggie and Pac. Because on the song with Biggie and Pac, we was talking some real shoot 'em up shit, and I had just got shot and dropped Glock. So the record label was like, nah, we can't do that.
Wow. But I mean, I didn't even know that. But that song, I always say, damn, son got shot. Son got shot, made the most righteous song ever and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It was a real song, but that shit, it was talking some G shit. Word, especially coming from somebody so young and shit. I'm going to test your memory a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm going out a little line here, test your memory. You tell me, what comes to mind and shit. You remember your first spliff? I know you probably burned enough spliffs and shit. How young you
started? Yeah, I remember my first spliff, you know. My first spliff, me about 7 years old. Because, like I said, I grew up in a Jamaican household. You know. My mother from Jamaica, father from Jamaica. And the two of them used to smoke. My mother used to have long hair, long rasta hair, go down to her. And me used to wait until them leave all them spliff in my ashtray and just comes and just take a spliff and just go smoke spliff. And just say a spliff to my thing. So yeah, that's how I started smoking weed. Ain't nobody give me weed. My moms and them used to leave weed around and I just used to go smoke it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I watched my brothers and everybody doing. Like, all right, cool, that's what we doing. Let's go.
Yeah, and ever since, what about like, speaking of weed, yeah, you came up early, so you was smoking at 7, so when you bust in 93, 94, you was burning, obviously. What was the weed situation? Like, I know we had boom weed in Flatbush, you know what I'm saying? I always thought we had boom weed, but nowadays it's loud. Was it loud in different places you was going to back then? Like, what was the weed situations like around the world like?
I mean, it's always loud, you know what I mean? From me, I look at boy, I'm going to smoke the best weed. If me, I go smoke weed, I'm going to smoke the best weed. But I never loud. Where I smoke African gold and Thai stick and skunk and them something there. But at that time, that was the loud. That
time, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We had the blacks and all type of shit.
Yeah, African blacks and Tyson and all type of weed we used to smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like we say, but in Flatbush, compared to other places, that we still our shit ranked up there, or what? With other places?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, people drive all over to come to the bush and get weed. You know what I mean?
Fact. That's a fact.
Facts.
All right. Do you remember like your first like crazy groupie situation? Because you was young, so I know that freak shit was crazy, and you was talking beer shit. So I know they was going crazy. Do you remember like your first crazy situation? Like, oh shit.
Real talk, brother. I mean, I can keep it real with you. I think my first crazy situation where I say, yo, the shit is really out of hand. I got barred from King's Plaza.
I was gonna ask you about King's Plaza too. What happened?
Yeah, I got barred from King's Plaza. When we officially dropped Freaks and we did the video, I used to think it was cool for me to just go with my friends and them and go shopping and shit. And then, you know what I mean? I learned the hard way that it wasn't just cool to do that. And we was in King's Plaza one day and got mobbed, probably about 40 girls. They seen us and just was, and honestly, it came to a point where the police had to get involved because they thought that, you know, they was cool, but they was really aggressive, trying to rip a nigga clothes off, all kind of shit in the mall, to where they was like, hey, you can't come to the mall no more. You causing it's too crazy.
That's public safety shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But what was your security like? You was running with like 2 first security?
I ain't never need security, bro. I mean, I had security at a certain time, but when Freak started first popping off, I'm a street. I grew up in the street, bro. Like, if you know me and you know, like, my mom used to sell crack. Like, if we gonna talk real shit, we gonna talk real shit. I grew up in a family of hustlers. You know what I mean? So where I was at in Brooklyn, like the people that I rode with was security already. So I never really needed security. You know what I mean?
Copy. You was in good hands. You was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was always good money. You got to remember, I come up with the era of Haitian Jack and, you know what I mean, the shoe shines and the tuts and the E-money bags. You know what I mean? That's my era. So those dudes that I was rolling with, big up young Lil Sean. The dudes that I was running with was the dudes that people was already scared of. So security was like, but when you're dealing with 50 crazy fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
a different, yeah, you just go into King's Plaza and now all of a sudden it's a scene over here.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Can you remember like one of your smallest shows, something that maybe you was like, damn, ain't nobody pull up? Like you have some of those? It seemed like everything just took off for you.
Now I wouldn't say everything just took off. It's just that being around somebody like Doug, he made sure that I wouldn't do certain things that'll make it seem like I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to do. So, in other words, like I used to want to perform at little spots sometimes, but Doug used to be like, you know what I mean, yo, don't even do that right now. Just calm down while we work, so that once you solidify yourself as who you are, you already have a certain kind of standards. You know what I mean? But I like I said, I performed at a lot of talent shows and shit like that before my career got popping, bro. You know what I mean? That's how I met Doug and Donovan. All the little school joints, Erasmus, Tilden, wherever I could get on the mic at, I would go do that. Like I said, because of my love for music.
Yeah, that's real. Yo, how you feel about people be using the word goats and legends and shit like that, man? And just thinking about it, man, you know, you did a lot early, bro. You did a lot early, man. Some big epic shit with dudes that's not even here no more. The people you naming, like, you know what I mean? People your age gotta like read and do shit on, man. Like, how you feel about that? People throw that word around loosely.
I mean, to be real, my guy, like I said, just the other day I was talking to Doug, and when I mentioned that Pac song with Biggie, there's actually 8 people on the song. And when I really was thinking about it the other day, out of the 8 people, I'm the only dude that's still alive on that record. So when people come up to me and they like, yo, V, legend, and you did what you did, I respect it. I feel like I've done a lot for people to say that I am as far as what I do in the game. You know what I mean? I think that as far as putting music out is the only thing that kind of, you know what I mean? But that's another story. Like, as far as being around, I've been doing this shit since 93, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I ain't never stopped. Only thing that I stopped doing was putting music out. And is a lot of situations that happened that made me really not put music out like that. But you see what's going on. I'm putting music out right now. I'm feeling comfortable. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Temperature out right now. So you know how I go.
What was it? Like label situations? Like you just wasn't feeling the spirit?
I mean, it was label situations. It was bad management. And I wouldn't say bad management because at the end of the day, I was being managed by Donovan Thomas. Yo, Donovan, big up, man, because you know it's always love. But Donovan was a hustler, bro. And Donovan didn't really know the business as much as he wanted to. He just had the money to make the things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was bad management and really him just not really knowing the music business.
You feel like you learned from those errors, those different things. Not I won't say errors, but those lessons. You feel like you learned from those things and you got it?
Absolutely. And that's why I really stopped making music. Because I felt like I really just wanted to learn the business so that when I really started making music again, I had every corner of the business in the back of my hand, so that I really didn't need like right now in the music business that we in, you really don't need a label if you know what's going on. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that I put myself in a situation where I didn't really need what you would call the upper heads. I could do it with just a proper team, which is what I got right now. just a proper team, and just going for what it is that we do. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm in that space right now where I could just sit down and be creative and not worry about the business side and worry about certain things that I used to worry about in that time frame.
Yeah, that's peace, man. Y'all, we definitely, Flatbush definitely appreciates you, man. Like that shit. I'm excited for the new, you know, to hear the new energy you got coming forward and all that. What you working on now?
Like I said, I'm working on an EP. I just dropped 2 singles. One of them is Temperature. One of them is Creep. They out on all platforms right now. You know what I mean? Go check those out. I'm just dropping an EP right now, man. I'm trying to give my fans what they've been waiting for. Like, honestly, I could go and get a couple features, but I feel like it's been so long, I just want my audience to hear me right now. Before I go get a feature and get this person, I got a lot to talk about. So I want, you know what I mean, people to hear what I got to talk about and feel my conversation before I really go dumb and go get this artist or get that artist. I got Creep out right now for my drill Brooklyn niggas. And I got Temperature out right now for my shorties. Studio 91, Kiska, big up yourself. You don't know the thing already. Obsession. And I'm working with a lot of different artists. Like I'm doing a lot of producing as well. Artist development. Just working with a lot of different people.
Yeah, I mean, we've been around as long as you have, man. You know, you got a lot to offer. You would only be hurting yourself if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't just, you know, put your hat in every, you know, as many arenas as you can and shit, man. So you happy with the new business model of the record, of the music business, I should say. Somebody had been around selling albums, now the whole new setup. You said you learned different things. How you like the way it's set up now?
I love it. It's more accessible to artists, and you could be your own boss. And I always gonna promote that to all new artists. Like, be your own boss. I believe that the only thing you need a record label for is distribution. If you could be your own boss and you got your own following, go promote your own shit. When you look at the mobiles of the business, the Puffies and the what's his name? Princy Miller and all of the dudes that really did it, they went and did it on their own. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the best way to go about it. Like when you look at back in the days compared to now, artists have it easy. Like we ain't have no internet coming up. You know what I mean? No social media. Yeah. You know what I mean? You had to really go out. And it wasn't no studio singers neither.
Yeah, you was doing installs and all that?
You had to go to Biltmore and sing out your blood clot lungs them before the night done. For your man say, yo, I vicious that, brother. Yeah, such and such that, brother. But the way it's set up right now is beautiful. It's so easy to make money in this game if you focus and you know what you're doing, and you gotta love this craft, man. I really want to promote that to all the upcoming artists coming up. Like, don't do this shit just for money, man. Love this shit. Like, I love music. You know what I mean? Like I love music. That's why I do music. I ain't never had to work no other job or do nothing. It's not a job to me because I love music. It's 20-something years later and it still take care of my bills and make sure I'm good. You got to love music. Take your time out and study it. Look at the people before you.
That's real shit right there, bro. It's customary we get a Flatbush story. I mean, shit, all your stories is Flatbush stories, man. Let me get a Flatbush story, man.
Oh, man, Flatbush story. Flatbush story. My thing.
My thing for real. Yo, you about to give a Flatbush story. Ask the man for a Flatbush story. And the thing cut off. He gonna come back, though. Lewis battled with Flood on 2 first. Yo, he said my thing. He went to go in the booth or something to get it on with the story. My memory is raggedy. Hold up, I gotta write that down. Flood 2 first battle. You're gonna have to run that one too. 2 first, yeah. Somebody see. Oh, there you go. There you go. Let me see right here, my guy.
Up top, side
Oh,
feet connection. But my Flatbush story, brother, I when me young, I grew up and I tried the music, brother. I'm come a Flatbush church and Flatbush. And that I when me just a meet Dana Van Thomas and Dougie Fresh and dog them have a black party right on the black and BUJU BANTON and Mad Cobra and Black Ranks and Sasha, Patra, everybody out there singing. But come out there, come fuck it up, cause my place and everybody know me. And the place just get jiggy and my Flatbush story that, brother, just being out there in the streets in Flatbush, bro, and just everybody knowing who I am from young and being able to go out there and rock out with the greatest right there on church was something that was monumental to me and something that I'll always remember. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Somebody wants to know. I was gonna ask, like, what was your school life like? Somebody wants to know if you went to Lefferts. Like, what was school like for you?
I mean, I went to Lefferts for a while, and then, like I said, I had to get home tutoring. I had to get home tutoring because it was hard for me to be in school and the kids knowing who I am and being able to focus. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's real, bro. That's real.
Yeah. It used to be a lot of interruptions in my class because kids trying to talk to me and a whole lot of other shit happening. So it was hard for me to be in school. So what we did was we got a teacher from in the school and hired the teacher, and she came on the road with me. You know what I mean?
How long was you on the road for? Like, what was your road time like them times? You was doing in-stores and all the real shit you was just talking about. You had to really be there.
Absolutely. I mean, the road life was crazy because I really went on the road with a lot of hip-hop artists. You know what I mean? I was on the road with Big, Lost Boys, Shaheem the Rugged Child. Big up my homie Shaheem, man. You already know Welcome Home, my guy. Buckshot Shorty and a lot of artists from the era. So just being around, you know, them dudes was crazy, my guy.
Somebody said a battle on 2 First with Flood.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that, my guy. I've been doing that, battling people from young. Flood.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you was smashing dudes, you said you was like 9, 10, like if you was smashing, what dudes coming at you at like what 17, 16? I know, dude. Yeah.
I mean, to keep it real with you, like I said, bro, I grew up and I was always the youngest dude that was around, but I grew up around the wolves, bro. Like I was around when Rat Pack was around, D-Sep, Low Lives, you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
So when I was rolling around, I was the youngest, but that was just a part of my team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just like you said,
the team was crazy. Yeah. Big up Howie team, man. You already know what it is.
Definitely. What about somebody just said ask you about the barbershop on Troy and Church.
DRS. You already know Trig was popping with you, right?
Somebody said the barbershop on Troy and Church, Tim the Barber. Somebody just asked that.
Yeah, man, Tim the Barber, man. Big up Tim the Barber. I used to be in Queens too. That's what me and Pac and them used to chill out right there on Queens and Queens on Linden and Springfield. Big up everybody in Queens too, because let me say this too, because I don't want nobody to take offense, because you know is real talking. I'm a Brooklyn guy all day. I also grew up in Queens too. I left Brooklyn when I was about 16, 17, and I grew up in Queens, so you already know Queens Hollis, what it do.
Definitely respect, definitely, man. You know, New York is different as a whole. You know, we just trying to, you know, we focus on Flatbush because of the shit you talking about. Like you said, your Flatbush story, you named the Mount Rushmore of music. You know what I'm saying? Outside in your hood, it's no place. It's definitely no place like it, man.
Bro, I'm an official Brooklyn cat, and that's what it is. Like even when Super Cat shoot the integrity of superpower, my dead at.
You did them times.
My dead at. As a kid, my dead at. I watch all of these things that transpire. You know,
sometimes it's different, man. I guess you think it's a gift and a curse. Being outside so early, being exposed to certain stuff, not just you, but just like all the youth that's exposed to shit early. You think that's a gift and a curse, or You think it's a blessing?
I think it is in a way, but it depends on how you embrace it. I think it's a gift and a curse, especially as an artist. When you come out as a minor, people expect you to stay a minor. You know what I mean? Like, people expect you to stay a little kid. Like, when people think about Vicious, they think about, okay, Vicious from 1993 or Vicious from 1994. They don't realize that Vicious done grown up now.
Talk about it. Definitely.
You know what I mean? And that was another reason why I kind of stopped doing music, because as I started getting older and my voice started maturing and I didn't sound like the same Vicious, it kind of like took a toll on me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But I've never stopped doing shows, and that's what really kept me moving. Like, me and Dougie, like big up Dougie Fresh, square off what it is. You know, me and Dougie do like 200 shows a year, period.
That's what's up.
Hands down, period. Like, we always moving, we always working. You know what I mean? So that was one of the things that kind of distracted me from putting music out, because I always had to be on the road.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's ill that you say that with the transition, because you do something at an age that you do it at, it is dope. It's super dope. And you move on in your mind and just every which way, and people want you to go back and do that. Not the same song, but, you know, just whatever you was thinking at that time. It's like, I got something, and it becomes, so you did the right, I think you did the right thing, me personally, man. You know what I'm saying? That's ill, you know what I mean? You definitely put some thought into it, you know what I mean? I like how you build on your music, man. I think I could safely say Flatbush appreciates you, bro. I think I can
man, I appreciate that, bro, and I appreciate Flatbush. It made me who I am, you know what I mean? And to my diehard fans, take me out that box as Lil Vicious and just appreciate music. And when y'all really tune into what I'm doing, you're going to realize that my music is as great as the music that I put out before. You know what I mean? Just watch me work. Watch me work and watch what I do. I ain't playing. Like, I'm in my bag right now, so crazy.
That's what's
so
up.
crazy. You don't even know. I'm gonna show y'all, because like I said, I love music, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of them dudes that I love music. I study music. Like,
what you feeling right now? You said you in your bag right now, so what you pulling out of your bag? What you feeling? More reggae, more hip hop? Because you one of the first with that, bro. You got your hand in both heavy. So what you feeling? I
mean, I'm feeling both, and that's why I did what I just did. I dropped 2 songs. I dropped a song called Creek, which is a Brooklyn drill music type flow, and I really did it because I'm gonna keep it real. I don't do gun songs. Like, that's not what I do. If you listen to Vicious and you know Vicious, I do girl party reality songs. But I just did it to show y'all my versatility. Like, I could go here if I want to. You know what I mean? But I'm feeling both. I'm feeling the reggae side and I'm feeling the hip hop side. So what I'm doing is what I always did. I'm merging both of them and I'm creating my own sound like I've always done.
Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, I don't know if you got some music. You said
matter of fact, like I said, I'm in the stool right now.
I was about to say, yeah.
So we gonna let y'all hear a little bit of this. What we cooking up.
This is your platform, bro.
Hey, me I said no. Free, at the week, your tight pussy shouldn't make me take the seat. Now we're fucking on the beach. Fine, how a girl at the leaf. All night, come make a kill for bleach. Pussy so come make a kill like me. Yes, no brother. Yes, no brother. The thing I got crazy.
Yes, I see what's going on.
To tell you, brother.
So you moving indie right now. You just everything is all you.
Yeah, we moving indie right now. Everything is on me, but it's gonna feel like it's a label behind me though. I promise you that. It's gonna feel like it's Sony all over again. You know what I mean? Like I got a team. I got a team that believe in my project. I believe in my team, and I know we're gonna do what it take to make it work. You know what I mean?
Definitely. You said, I mean, the way you're talking about your transition and talking about just how you was coming up and your mindset, you know, you can't. I don't think you can lose, bro. You got it, man. It's yours, bro.
Yo, bro, when you do something out the love, you can't lose.
Yo, you said it key earlier. You said you just let it. You know, what I mean, you go with the vibe. You let the universe take over. Once you moving with like that, you moving with a divine spirit, bro. Like all we gotta do is just sit back and wait for the heat. You know what I'm saying? And we got your back.
Man, I appreciate you. And you already know, Brooklyn. I appreciate y'all. Y'all made me who I am. You know what I mean? So just sit back and watch me work, bro. I guarantee you it's gonna be a movie this year. Like this coronavirus, shout out to everybody, man, you know, that's fighting this corona thing. Whoever lost anybody, man, I send my condolences. Yo, M. Dot, you already know I love you, bro. Condolences to your moms and all that. But if the corona wasn't going on right now, bro,
yeah.
Movie. Like, I'm not playing around with what I'm doing. I'm going super hard on this music shit right now. Because like I said, bro, I love music. You know what I mean? So it's different. This is my first love. Before gal, before anything, music I said to the world. I mean, bring forth music as a youth from Brooklyn. I step out from young and I said music. You know what I mean?
Yo.
So I have something for finish, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, and you know what though? What makes me feel ill is like, yo, when it was time to chill, you felt like you chilled. And now you got this energy. This is time when it's time to strike. And you moving on the right time,
bro. I got a loan my work with. On energy, on vibration, and the vibration right now.
Yes, sir.
My vibration right.
Yes, sir.
So, that's something there, brother.
Yo, leave us with a thought, man. You know what I'm saying? Like let us know whatever you got going on. Leave us with a thought about Flatbush or whatever's on your mind, man.
Oh man, as far as what's going on in my mind, just stay positive, man. With everything that we going on. That's going on in the world right now. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people losing people. There's a lot of things going on, man. Just keep the faith, man, and just believe in God, bro. That's my word for the night, actually. Love your friends and your family. Tell them you love them. Don't be scared to tell your people you love them, bro. You know what I mean? And just stay focused, man. Whatever you try and do, just stay focused on your ground, man. And once you focus, can't nothing stop you from doing what y'all do. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. In the name of Jesus Christ.
Yo, definitely, man. Yo, appreciate that, man. Appreciate your time, man. Appreciate everything you've done, man. Appreciate all the Flatbush.
I appreciate you having me, man. Flatbush, you already know what it is. Brooklyn to the world, what's that?
Yo, anything we could do, man. Our platform, like we tell everybody, that's why we say we are Flatbush. It's all of us. Anything we could do, man, just holler at me, man.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate everybody that's on the live right now. You rocking out with us, man. I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out. You already know what it is. Stay tuned because it's going to be a movie. I promise you. Vicious going to go crazy. I promise.
Definitely. Yo, peace,
respect
my brother.
here, brother.
Definitely.
Manners.
Yes, sir. Oh.